South and North Korea pulled back from the brink on August 25th with a breakthrough deal to end a military standoff triggered by the North's landmine attack. We take a look at the key details of the painstakingly negotiated agreement and what it means for the future of cross-border relations. The latest inter-Korean agreement came after 4 days of a marathon high-level meeting that included South Korea's National Security Advisor Kim Kwan-jin and Unification Minister Hong Yong-pyo, as well as North Korea's top military official Hwang Byung-so and ruling party secretary Kim Young-gun. The joint agreement contains 6 points. First, the South and the North agreed to hold meetings between government authorities at an early date. Second, the North expressed regret over the wounding of South Korean soldiers in landmine blasts. Third, the South agreed to halt propaganda broadcasts. Fourth, the North agreed to lift its quasi-state of war. Fifth, both sides agreed to have their respective Red Cross officials meet in preparations for the reunion of families separated by the Korean War. Sixth, the two sides agreed to expand their civilian exchanges. Experts say the latest deal may signal a thaw in frosty inter-Korean relations.
단순한 위기 국면 해소 의미도 있지만 그걸 넘어서 박근혜 정부 하반기, 집권 하반기, 그 다음에 김정은 정권의 어떤 그 간의 남북관계 개선을 위한 일정한 계기를 마련했다. 이것이 큰 의미라고 볼 수 있습니다.
North Korean leader Kim Jong-un stressed the need to make the agreement work, further raising hopes for dialogue and improved ties.
첨예한 군사적 긴장 상태를 해소하고 파국에 처한 북남 관계를 화해와 신뢰의 길로 돌려세운 중대한 전환적 계기로 된다고 말씀하시었습니다.
The second, third, and fourth clauses of the 6-point agreement call for measures to immediately dial down military tensions on the Korean Peninsula. But pundits place greater emphasis on the first, fifth, and sixth clauses of the agreement, claiming they contain the crucial terms that can bring fundamental and forward-looking changes to cross-border relations. In line with the fifth clause, the two Koreas will hold working-level talks on organizing reunions for separated families on September 7th at the border village of Panmunjom. As the meeting will be the first step to implement the August 25th agreement, some are pinning hopes that it could lead to regular family reunions.
일회성적인 이산가족 상봉 행사는 그야말로 합의대로 이행이 될 수 있는 가능성이 큽니다. 그런데 이제 이것을 좀 더 제도화되고 또 정기적으로 이것을 되풀이될 수 있게끔 하는 데 있어서는 북한이 보다도 또 큰 우리한테 또 다른 요구를 할 가능성이 또 있죠.
The chances are highly likely, according to experts, as the agreement specified that the South and North would arrange reunions on the occasion of Chuseok, or the Korean Thanksgiving holiday. Reunions may take place as early as the first week of October, just after the holiday. In addition, the meetings of government officials stated in the first clause could possibly result in the lifting of May 24th sanctions and the resumption of tours to Mount Kumgang, depending on the willingness of the North to change its stance.
북한이 우선적으로 거론하고 싶어 하는 것이 오이사 조치 해제 문제일 겁니다. 오이사 조치 자체는 천안함 폭침으로 인해 가지고 나온 조치인 만큼 사과라든가 아니면은 재발 방지라든가 이런 데 대해서 북한이 상당히 진정성 있는 뭔가 태도를 보여야 되는 그것이 전제 조건이 될 수가 있어요. 금강산 관광 사업도 마찬가지죠. 북한이 어느 정도 여기서 성의 있게 나올 것이냐 하는 데 따라서 사업들이 잘 전개될 것인가 하는 결정이 될 수가 있겠죠.
The latest inter-Korean deal brought peace to the Korean Peninsula for now. But is the current reconciliatory mood here to stay? Experts have contrasting views on the future of cross-border ties in Korea.
October 10th is the anniversary of the establishing of the Korean Workers' Party. So that would be the test case whether they will restrain themselves, continue to this inter-Korean dialogue. As I recall, because actually Mr. Secretary Kim Young-gun showed on KCNA and then said, we like to further expand our cooperation with South Korea. We are partners for achieving unification. This is quite unprecedented case. So I think that North Korea has just started the charm offensive. So I'm relatively positive about the prospects of inter-Korean dialogue.
But if North Korea threatens to use nuclear weapons, we don't have any effective means to defend, and we cannot kind of have a continuous strong stance. So we need to be fully prepared for the worst case scenario, which includes the threat or use of the nuclear weapons.
Overall, they agree that it is too early to pop the champagne, given Pyongyang's track record of proposing dialogue and then backpedaling on agreements to engage in provocations. The August 25th agreement ended military tensions along the border. But in order to build on the rare momentum for reconciliation, the South should encourage the North to faithfully implement the agreement. At the same time, it needs to stay prepared for the North's additional provocations.
정치적인 의미가 아닌 실질적으로 또 기능적으로 서로가 도움이 될 수 있도록 하는 그런 그 정신을 가질 필요가 있다.
We have to maintain our close cooperation with the United States and China. This time, actually, Korea, U.S. and China cooperation was quite visible and worked so well. President Park Geun-hye's visit to Beijing to be a very important moment, and also her visit to Washington, D.C. on October 16th. I think those are the major events we can discuss North Korean issue with their counterpart at the highest level.
The recently sealed agreement between the two Koreas eased border tensions and is expected by many to bring about a thaw in bilateral ties. However, continuing efforts should be made to rebuild the lost trust between the two sides and to closely monitor additional signs of provocations.